Okay, I have it going. So, hand me the weed and I'll start rolling. Also, food. What do you want for food?
Let's see what's in the area. What app are you using?
DoorDash.
DoorDash. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, this thing is pathetic.
I tried. That was my first. You know what? That's my first one. So you know what? F you. No, I'm kidding. White Castle is available.
White Castle's always available.
Fucking same. Shout out to White Castle because I'm living that life too. It's okay.
All right, can you hand me the papers and stuff too?
Can never go wrong with checkers.
Thank you, Alice.
Yes, sir.
Bloopers at the beginning, at the end.
I was gonna say we're smoking weed. Why don't we just get a case from White Castle?
All right.
We need to talk about how Long John Silver's is a front. Because I don't believe that the one in Taylor lasted as long as it did until just now. Because it just closed down. If you guys didn't hear about that.
Isn't that the one that was right next to another one?
No, it was the one that was right off of Eureka. Really? Or no, not Eureka. Yeah. The one that's off of Northline. Or Northline or Goddard or something like that. It was just sitting there.
The one in Dick's across from
McDonald's? No, it was off of Telegraph.
Oh, then I have no idea what that one is. The one I know in Lincoln Park closed down is that one.
No, I want to talk about that because that was
Well, go ahead and talk about it. Can you hand me the weed? Actually, it's right here. I can grab it.
So, I just grounded some up, but.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Shit. This isn't for you, bro.
He's like, I fucking want it. The dog wants to eat the weed, bro. We cannot let that. We cannot.
You know, I'll talk about that today. That's what I'll talk about. I got a story for you guys. Okay. Not with him.
But so yeah, with because my roommate, I came home one day and like it was the same day I was talking to my coworkers about this subject, about how the one in Taylor closed down. I was always, because a couple of my coworkers work out there, and I was sitting there talking with them about like, oh dude, I'm so glad it finally closed. You know, who the fuck eats fast food fish like that? It's just, you know, I've seen what they make. It's not very good looking. And then I come home and I walk in the front door to see my roommate sitting on the couch eating a fish sandwich from Long John Silver's. And I look at them, I said, you're the reason they're still open? And they just are like, what do you mean? Like Long John Silver? I'm like, yeah, you are eating the heretic food. They're like, I've always eaten it. I'm like, where, who rate what? What do you mean? And so later that night I started talking about it on stream, like, yo, like, hey, my roommate just went through that whole spiel, told the same story. And then they overheard me.
You can light this.
They overheard me from, because I was in the basement doing my stream, and they overheard me from upstairs, joined my stream, and started talking about it. Like, yeah, I ate Long John Silver's, and I'm proud of it. I'm like listen. I hear people say like, how is Arby's still open? Who's keeping them open? I'm like, you know what? That's me. I keep Arby's open, but Long John Silver's, you could have chose any other place to get fish. You could chose these local like soul food locations near us, but you decide to order Long John Silver's instead. What are you doing? Like,
just use the torch.
See, I can't agree because I like Long John Silver's. I like trash.
So you're one of them.
I like trash fish.
Why? What about it is so appealing? Like, what about it is appealing?
I have the palate of an 8-year-old.
As an 8-year-old, that shit not bussin'.
See, I also like McDonald's fish sandwiches too.
Give me the fillet of fish. Give me the fish. Oh. Are you guys into hard ciders at all?
Hard ciders?
Yeah.
Never had one.
Was it like a hard seltzer? Is that what you're talking about?
It's a cider.
It's a cider?
So it's like they make it like they make beer, but it's out of apples. Do we have an ashtray?
Somewhere. Here it is.
Was not prepared.
I was not prepared. I like got off work, third shift, showed up late.
He wasn't ready.
Can I try it?
That's not bad.
I brought an extra just in case someone else wanted it.
That is not bad at all. What's that brand? I seen it had a Michigan logo on it.
It's called JK's, and this is Scrumpy is the
Scrumpy?
Yeah, JK is the name of the brand, and Scrumpy is the type of this one, because they got a couple of different ones.
All right. By the way, before can you guys want to talk about who you guys are too, since this is like the first episode?
No. No.
All right,
Just
cool. Dallas, you wanna go?
no context. Just
No,
random voice.
just
off
random
in the
voice
corner.
about Long John Silver's.
He
You
hates,
just had to get it out.
We don't know his name. He hates Long John Silver, so that's all we know.
We just call him Long John just to piss him off.
Short John.
Short
He's
John.
mad because they're long and he's short. You can't handle that.
Got a Napoleon complex.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's order those White Castles at the same time I'm rolling a joint. That's the nice thing about rollers, because it's like I don't have to pay attention to exactly what the fuck I'm doing.
It just does it for you, yeah.
It's like cool.
I don't know who I'm passing this to. No, it's like obviously
Oh,
an
me?
introduction.
Alright.
We all went to the same high school, but didn't really hang out with each other until outside of high school. And then also
Well,
kind
Speak
of
for
for you.
yourself. Me and him, we took botany together. We were really close.
We
Me,
took-
him, and Jared.
I was in the FFA, and so she was. I was the VP.
Okay, so hang on. We probably should associate. So my name is Zach. Nice, sound like a rumpled stiltskin
He hates Long
type.
John Silver.
He hates Long John Silver's. The other masculine-esque voice is Phoenix, and then the higher pitched voice
I can
is
speak for
Dallas.
myself.
No, you can't.
Hey,
You're not
Dallas.
allowed.
Cool. And this is Super High Bros as well. Which
Yes.
originally was me and my friend who played video games. Kind of like Game Grumps, but high as fuck. You may think they're high as fuck, but they're not. Aaron has never smoked weed in his life.
Isn't Aaron also like really weird into his politics, or is that the other one? I can't. One of them is like super like weird, like super far right, like conspiracy theorist level of.
I don't know. You know what's weird? I've
You
been
sure for
watching
Game
them
Grumps?
since 2012. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Yeah, one of them literally is not allowed to talk about politics on there because if he did, he would piss off the entire community.
Banned.
I don't know. Could be one of them. It could even be like one of the people that was also on the show at one point.
No, it's definitely one of the co-hosts.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
One of the co-hosts?
Yeah, of
'Cause
Game Grumps.
Danny or
I think
Well,
it's Aaron.
I would say they're the main hosts.
I think it's is there guests? Because there's guest appearances and then there's the co-host. Like,
there was also Steam Train too, which Rubber Ross was a part of.
hang on, let me.
is that one of the animators or am I thinking?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I follow the animation community. They're really cool.
Yeah, Rubber Ross is amazing. He's
What is it?
Australian.
Game
Or was
Grumps.
Australian. He still is Australian. He's not in Australia anymore.
Yeah.
He kind of lost that accent that he had originally when he first came aboard. What am I ordering from White Castle? Is a whole crave case? Sure, why not?
There we go. The one on the right. The one on the right is the.
Oh, okay, yeah. We won't say who it is, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, is he not on there anymore?
No,
or-
he's
We won't name drop.
definitely on there.
No call out posts.
That's fair.
I don't
That's
want to
fair.
slander my boys. I
We're
love
not
those
slandering.
guys.
No, we're not
Cancel
slandering it.
everyone
Like
on
I'm just like this is facts. Like I don't think he's allowed to. I don't think any of them are really allowed to.
I
but
mean,
he's.
to be
Well-
fair, I wouldn't want to talk about politics on YouTube.
Yeah, as I say, a
anyways.
gaming channel. It's
I'm
not
gonna.
very.
Right,
This is
it's-
tiny, so we're
yeah,
just
you're
gonna.
fine.
We're
Those
just gonna
shit
put
joint
that
anyways.
little out. Yeah, Zach rolls shit joints. He rolls short ones, like
It wasn't short. It was just
so skinny.
it was
You know.
Short John, just like him.
What can I say? What can I say? I can't help it. All right, listen. I'm a respectable 5'8". All right, I am the
you are
average.
made out for
I
it
am
on
the-
stream.
I'm. Oh yeah. I got paid to wear it.
I know. I got paid to wear mine too.
Paid. Keyword. Paid. Would I have done it if I didn't get paid? Eventually, yeah, probably. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but
Honestly, I was the same way. I was starting to think. I bought that anime schoolgirl outfit, and I was like, I should just wear it one day.
and then you saw me stream in a maid
Well,
outfit, and you're like, oh shit.
I already had it, and I was like, man, I don't want them to think I'm copying. And I was like, fuck.
You know what's really messed up is I actually jumped on that trend right before it peaked.
Yeah.
And
really?
Yeah, so I jumped on that trend right before it peaked, and I tried to like I was sitting there, I'm like, man, I'm on the like I'm the reason why like it's going up because when I did it on Twitch, a shit ton of people that I had never seen before came in. I didn't like blow up my stream or anything like that, but I had a lot of more viewership than I normally would have
Right.
had.
Yeah.
For the first like day when I first did it, when I first debuted it. And then I was watching a bunch of TikToks with my partner at the time, and they're just like, yo, we gotta do this. We gotta shoot you a TikTok. We gotta, you can jump on this trend. You will blow up on social media. And you're like, and I should have done a little bit more with it, I think. But at the same time, like, it's a one-off gimmick that I do every once in a while. Not like my personality of the stream.
Right.
I wish
Okay,
had a
we get it. We
picture.
get it. You can overcome. Okay, so for reference, the joint that Phoenix just handed me looks like it takes 2 papers to hold, and it is at least 4 times as big.
You should see him how I actually roll him usually. I don't
Give
when
him
I
some
don't use a
blood
roller,
paper.
what do I this is really weird and I don't like admitting it because it's kind of really weird when I tell people how to roll or they watch me roll. I grab a paper, I put the paper together first, and then I pack the weed in like a fucking musket. So
That's
it
how
could
I
be
have
as thick
to.
as it can be.
That's what I have to do for
You do it too?
blunts, is
Oh, okay.
I'll empty out the
That's what I mean.
Rellos like
Yeah.
that and then stuff them.
So it's just like you basically just do a cone, but
Yeah.
okay.
That's why I switched to cones, because I'm like, this is easier and less time consuming.
God, I'm gonna be dead after this.
Yeah, you
This
want
is
the
gonna
torch?
suck.
Sure. Dallas, talk about yourself for a minute.
Let's see. I am a cartoonist. I went to school for fish care and aquarium maintenance, and I have 6 cats, so I can't even have fish in the first place. And I have a snake that'll outgrow me one day. So
It's fun.
That's right.
he's a Burmese python. He's gonna be a big boy.
He's gonna be a big boy.
Gonna be the big boy.
So do you guys want any drinks or
From I'll take a soda.
like what kind of soda?
They got Coke or Pepsi. That's the question.
I don't think they have Coke. I think they have Coca-Cola.
I don't want it.
We're not straight Coke.
See, that's why I asked, because if they have Pepsi, then I know the answer. They got Pepsi, but if you say Coke, then I know. Okay, well, no, I'll take a cola.
They got Sprite, as I can see. So whatever Sprite is,
It's Coke.
it's Coke.
I'll take a Coke.
All right. Oh, they got a Monster too. Holy shit.
Yeah, they gotta get the sales somehow.
And they got
Fucking
apple juice.
White Castle is like, listen, we have to get sales some way somehow. So we're just gonna sell energy drinks and
Cater to the people
fucking
that have an
sliders.
issue.
Like,
They're open 24/7, so you know the crazies at night.
oh, dude, are they still
I'm one
open?
of them.
This
White Castle's is open 24/7 right over here.
I don't know what to do. It's canoeing a bit.
It's canoeing a
Whoops.
bit. Rip.
I'm just letting it.
Here he was bragging that he's so good at them.
You
I mean,
what's-
it's just
you-
burning
You know what's
fast.
funny? I only ever have a canoe joint when someone else is smoking with me. So I know
You're the one who rolled it. And
I know that's
didn't
the
you light
funny
it?
thing.
I think you
Actually,
lit
no,
it.
I didn't light it.
No, I did light it. You're right.
Yeah.
But it's like that thing where
But-
you're like, look at this basket that I can make, but as soon as somebody's looking, you can't make a basket.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
that.
like so my old roommate who used to live with me, whenever he would join in the smoking with me and my friend AJ. I'm still good friends with AJ. It's just I don't want to like actually say names. He knows who I'm talking about when I talk about him. But me and him would smoke. It would never canoe. My roommate would join in, and it would fucking canoe every single time.
Oh no. Oh no.
So it's like, okay, bro. I know it's not the rolling.
one of the people in my boyfriend's bands, they come over every Sunday night to practice, and he can roll like a fucking champ out of just these papers.
Yeah, my cousin Jason's amazing. He's really good at rolling joints by hand. He's been doing it for like 40 years though, so.
My mom is really good at rolling joints. Like I will
That's not something
go.
everyone can say.
Yeah, right, exactly.
mom
I
can't
will
roll
go.
shit,
My
but-
mom showed me how to roll a joint, and she handed me a thing of papers and said, "Zach, go home, learn how to roll a joint. I just showed you how to do it, and you got to learn how to." And that was 6 months ago, and I still don't know how to roll a joint properly. Like I know the premise of it. I just don't have the muscle memory for it yet.
Honestly, everything takes practice in life. Dallas, you want to drink from White Castles before we go?
Can I see what they have?
Yeah, go
No,
ahead.
you can't. You're not allowed
Go in
to.
blindly. It's like a blind
You got to
date.
get a monster.
There's an apple juice in there.
Send me off with a monster. That's a bad idea.
There you go. Appy slices. You want some
It's like apple juice. But
little
about
caramel sauce? Of course, I want it with peanut butter. John.
about the story I have. I was gonna talk about like one of my universe theories, but I'll save that. But did you choose your drink?
Yep, I got a strawberry Fanta.
Okay, cool.
Choose your character.
Choose your. So did I ever tell you how I edited videos for Clock Kicker?
Yeah, I remember you were telling me about how you were editing videos for like a really big streamer or YouTuber or something
Yeah.
like that, but you never gave me like key details.
So I met this guy on Facebook marketplace who was looking for an editor within the area I lived in. He lived in a town nearby my town.
Really fast, just
yeah,
so I
yeah.
can understand. When you say big, you like what?
He had two.
Stuff.
So he had 2 million subs. He's below that mark now.
Oh, that's not good.
There's reasons
Uh-oh.
for it.
Well, yeah.
I still want to talk shit about him, but I mean, he
We
wasn't a
can't
bad
do
guy.
that. He wasn't a no.
He wasn't a bad guy, but like there was some videos he made that were very bad. Like he used his own arcade for videos, which is what a lot of arcade YouTubers do, but like he didn't even bother trying to hide it. And it's actually funny. My coworker was in that video and had no idea I was editing videos for this guy. So it was even funnier, but I only edited videos for him for like a week and then I quit because there was pay issues. But
Yeah, like if you're not gonna get paid, then it's not worth it.
yeah, I mean, I was like, hey, can you give me like a little shout out and you don't have to worry about paying me at all because I'd probably have my own revenue at that point. If not, people know I'm your editor. It's like it kind of helps me help you because I get paid another way and you don't have to pay me. It's like
at
whatever.
least exposure, right?
Yeah, it's like at least. And then I had a fight for my channel link in the description of the videos I did edit, and they're still there. My channel still is connected to that. So, but anyways, he came over. My roommate went to work. I just got done making some really good chocolate brownie edibles. And for context, my roommate's dog, she's a beautiful dog. She's an amazing dog, and he loves her, back to forth, everything. I understand why. She's a great dog. I loved her when I was living there. But she was like 17 years old, and I put the weed brownies in my room on my dresser. So that way, because those were specifically for my mom. And my roommate, he's a pothead too. I told him he can eat whatever's in the kitchen, because on top of that, he bought most of the stuff. But when it came to weed brownies and stuff, it didn't affect him. So I was like, I got to make sure these two are like good in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom gets them. And Clockhacker comes over. He loves my setup. He's like talking all this like high and mighty stuff. I have like 3 monitors at the time. I had like a shit ton of RGB and he just thought it was cool. And I didn't have the right SIM card reader for his camera. And we went to Walmart. I left my door open. The brownies are in dog's reach. What happens? Dog grabs them. We get back. I don't notice. Clockhacker comes back in and I sample editing for him just so he can see how I do it. And he's like, okay, cool. That's great. He leaves. I look at Lily. I'm like, you don't look too hot. What's going on? I go into my bedroom. There's this plastic wrap on the ground. I'm like, this dog just ate like, I don't even know how many milligrams worth of fucking weed on top of that with chocolate. I freaked out. I called a vet clinic in Ohio and I was like, listen, I'm from Michigan. Weed is legal here. I made some brownies. My dog consumed 2 of them and I'm pretty sure they're lethal doses. And this day I found out that weed was actually poisonous to dogs. I didn't know that.
Ooh, double.
Yeah, so I got a 17-year-old German Shepherd on my head that's high as fuck. I had to carry her down the stairs so she can go pee. I took care of this dog like a baby.
Until she was...
And then she puked. Where did she puke?
On your bed.
My roommate's room on the floor right next to his PlayStation 4 on his headset cord.
Oh.
And it's all over the carpet. It's brown on white carpet. I scrubbed like a motherfucker. You can't even tell nothing happened.
Oh my god, you got lucky.
He came home. She was a lot better when he came home, and I was like, do I tell him? I was
You
like,
gotta tell him. Please.
Did you?
Please tell me you told him.
No.
I never told him.
So if your roommates, if you're listening, Phoenix.
Well, see, here's the other thing. I was gonna tell him eventually, but I was like, I want to make sure she's good first, like a whole week. Like I literally like had this dog in my lap and like she didn't really like me that much because she was still new. But after that day, she would come to me every time she needed something. So
I feel like this would be a good time to ask if this conversation's being recorded or not.
yeah, it's being recorded.
Nope, we forgot. Gotta start over.
No,
I more meant in case of viability reasons for saying that you
so,
drugged your dog.
It wasn't on purpose.
It wasn't on purpose. It was a complete accident. I did the proper procedures. I called, medical professionals for that term or whatever, and they told me what I had to do. They said I had to watch her. She's gonna drunk walk. She might pee a little. The worst case scenario, she has a seizure. I'm like, God motherfucking damn it.
I mean, of course, that's the worst case scenario. It's like I'm good for now. It's like
yeah.
Of course, that's the worst case scenario. Like, it's toxic to the dog. Yeah, that's gonna like they're just letting you know, like, hey, this could happen. It's probably not, but it could. You know, they're just making sure that you know, like, hey, this is the least worst case scenario. That's not. You know, you got watch out for this. You know,
I almost ordered it and had it delivered to my work.
Oh, that would have been bad. So White Castle might not even be open.
No, they are open. There's one right there that's open 24 hours.
Okay.
I've had that happen before. I've ordered from DoorDash and had it sent to an ex-friend's house right after I moved out and we weren't talking anymore. Had a heart attack because at the time they thought that anytime I accidentally sent anything to their house that I was stalking them, and I'm like, no, I'm just an idiot.
There's this. Well, we're one full joint and then one skinny joint in, and I'm already forgetting the topic of discussion.
Okay, so I remember. Don't worry. So I didn't tell him. A week later, what happens is he has a nug, like a whole ass weed nug in his hand. He puts ketchup on it and he gives it to his dog. And I'm like, he doesn't know it's poisonous. Do I tell him I know it's poisonous? How do you know it's poisonous? What do you see? And I was like, you know what, man? I was like, it's your dog. If you want to feed her a weed nug, whatever. My story probably wouldn't offend you that much now because I know you're giving her weed willingly and I didn't. So it's like,
yeah. And at the time you didn't know it was poisonous or anything like that.
I didn't even know it was,
like that's, so there's nothing you could, yeah, exactly. So even
I knew
if you told
chocolate
him
was bad. That's what my main concern was. And I was like, shit, the weed's worse. I was like,
what? Crap. No. So that's fair. No, see, there's a different, you didn't know. And at the same time, like, dogs get into shit. Like, there's not, like, dogs will get into whatever they want to get into.
Yeah.
We used to have a purebred husky, and this was such a gorgeous dog, but like the dog had severe separation anxiety, and my dad would leave it in the garage because nobody was home, but he didn't want to leave it in like a cage, so he felt, okay, give him a whole garage. It's nice, you know, big area of space. Well, the dog had never been trained to stay in a location like that on its own, and we came back from work because we worked at the same job, same shift. He was like a supervisor in a different building, but I I worked in the same job place of employment as him, but we didn't like cross paths.
The same job, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, we come home and then we opened the garage door and the door was like scratched through, like halfway, like the dog was trying to get out, and we realized that we're like, okay, so we're gonna either have to train this dog how to stay in a cage, or we're gonna have to like get a dog babysitter. So we started, I think we took the dog to like PetSmart or something like that when we went and do their training. Yeah, and do their training.
How is their training, by the way?
I don't like PetSmart. No. At the time I didn't know. I don't know how their training was.
Right. My dad didn't. You never know until you try.
Well, my dad didn't keep the dog for too much longer because he just couldn't like handle what the dog was doing. Like if we turned our backs for 3 seconds, the dog like would just go to the bathroom on the carpet, and like we were not equipped
right
enough.
You guys understood that you guys couldn't. Did he at least put her somewhere she could
He gave her back to the person that he got her from.
Okay.
Yeah, so like it's not like the dog wasn't given to somebody who didn't love it, or it was like like we gave the dog back to who we got it from, because they gave it to us as like I heard that you wanted a dog. Well, we have 3 of them and we're living in a small house and they're gonna get big, and we took on this task not able to handle it at the time.
Right.
So when we gave it back, they were still in the same house, but they had kind of figured everything out on how to like make sure the dog was good with how the space that it had, and like the dog's still alive with them. Like
that's good.
The dog's fine.
But, yeah, a lot of people take on that task without really knowing.
We had something similar. As my mom would kind of just get dogs. She's a lot better at it now, but she would get dogs to just, she thought it was cute, so let's get it. And so we got a Newfie, which is like Newfoundland, a huge breed of dog. And we had a second kitchen in our basement, and on the other side of that kitchen was a bathroom. And So they would keep the dog in the kitchen, similar to how Zach was saying with the garage. We'd put it in the kitchen and put up boards as walls. And so then the dog would start putting its head through the kitchen walls so that it was just busting holes through this kitchen so that, like, if you were in the bathroom, it would poke its head in so that, you know, I can see you while you're peeing. Hi, hello. Destroyed that house.
I can see you.
That was the
smell
reason
you.
that dogs give me so bad anxiety. I'm getting better with it, but having a dog that, like, destroys everything, is loud, it, like, breaks out of the house, it's just too much.
That's fair. That's why we're cat people.
Oh yeah, 6 babies.
I hate male cats.
You hate male cats?
No, my bad. I hate female cats. My bad.
I only have one girl cat.
Sorry, I just thought hate, and I went straight to men. But
okay. I need an explanation here because, like,
okay, so I have a really good explanation. So
I could probably guess it already.
the first time I had to deal with a female cat, it wasn't even bad. It was my grandma's. Actually, no, he was a female cat that was mistaken for a female cat that was actually a male cat.
His name is Phoebe. That must be an insult to all cat
Sorry.
nature. Just a heads up.
But no, his balls didn't drop yet before my grandma named him. So
I did the same thing with my male cat.
the
It's gotta be
first
an
time I can
insult.
remember, I was living with my cousin Roger when I first moved out to Blissfield, and they had a female cat and a male cat. Male cat was a crackhead, like he was everywhere, and he was also a giant asshole. But the female cat, she was fixed. Even though she was fixed, she would back her back up near my foot and constantly try to get me to do something. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do.
That means they failed.
Yeah, it's like, this is bestiality. But here's the crazy thing. That's not the only cat I had to deal with. There was another cat that had the same exact problem. She was fixed.
Whoever took was it the same person?
I don't know. It was like completely different.
Whoever they took those cats to get
every
them,
time I've been around a female cat. Actually, no, I can take that back now. But yeah,
that's fucking weird. I'm sorry.
my sister's cat's good though. Like I had to babysit my sister and her boyfriend, future fiance, went on a cruise with his family, and she's like, "Hey, can you babysit my animals?" I was like, "Sure." I can take care of Gizmo and I forgot the cat's name, but the cat loved me. And then lo and
didn't
behold,
love it enough, apparently.
I had to take care of a 17-year-old male, like an actual kid. Well, not a kid. He's like 17, but I was like, wait, why can't you take care of the animals? It's like my sister was like, I don't trust him.
I don't trust him.
Just trust him. But I did great with Gizmo. I had to actually hand feed the poor guy. He was so fucking depressed because he has separation anxiety.
And
So I had to hand feed him for like first day. He wouldn't even touch it. But Ivory, the cat, I remember the cat's name now. She would like love up on me, but not like how these other cats would. And I was like, you're dope. I was like, I'm chill with you.
I can't speak for all female cats, but I know mine gets like really excited around males and me, but like she really attaches to males. When I moved to my grandpa's house, she was really all over my uncle. She's all over my boyfriend now, my ex-boyfriends. Like, she's
Okay, so I don't even know how to take a dab. My sister.
How are we
too.
naming this high bros and you don't even know how to take a dab?
So here's the
give
thing.
it here. I'll show you. I'm not gonna do it.
I would smoke like just weed, edibles, and I never got into dabs because what kind of pipe is that? You know what I mean? Like,
It's just a glass pipe.
I know I've always had the notion of do never smoke out of a glass pipe if it's handed to you.
Why is there
a
moisture in
specific
it?
reason for that? I've never heard. I'm
Because
new
I
to
grew
all
up around here.
Is there just moisture in this just as like a cool
Oh
effect?
no! So my sister, she was showing me how to use it, and she put water in it. She's like, "You can put water in these."
Whoever puts water in it is crazy to me.
Well, you know my sisters, so
Unfortunately.
Like I said,
No offense to your sisters.
actually, you know sister. I should say you don't know both of them.
Sister.
My God, so my sister would constantly tell people, "Don't mess with me. You're gonna have to mess with my brother." I look at them. I'm like, "Bro, I ain't doing it."
He's like, bro, you fight your own fights.
I was like, I ain't doing it. I mean,
if we're talking about the sister I know too, she would kind of instigate fights at times too. So that's not a fair like mess with me, you mess with my brother, but I'll start it. Let's go.
You're right.
See, I never had to have that issue because I'm like I said, I'm 5'8", respectable height, average for most males, weird flex. But my sister is like 6 foot. Like
Okay,
6
girl.
foot, like 6
So-
foot 2.
So if they can beat your ass, she can beat their ass.
If I needed to step in, that person was ballsy. Like that person like had guts to want to try to fight.
Yeah.
Like she was like my height in like I think 6th grade. So it wasn't like she was not a slouch. She was quite tall for her age, and you just wouldn't mess with her. So like thankfully I didn't have to do that. I always made jokes about it though. Like anytime I saw one of somebody's like, I'll fight you if you mess with my sister. And mind you, they're like in elementary school, middle school, their little, child dates and stuff. And that's like the thing I would say to them. And then now it's like, you got this. You don't need me. I'm not. If they beat you, Abby, you are screwed.
You're on your own.
So the reason why I won't step in for my sister. I will now, but as long as she knows she's not the one starting it, I'll jump in. But other than that, so there was a kid on a bus. We did Wednesday church because it was a Baptist church. It was like a after school program kind of thing. You good?
I'm trying to get the damn tip out. It's fucking stuck in this box, dude.
Why is your tip stuck in that box?
Dude,
It's
your
you're
tip.
under the table.
Oh, my tip. You're playing my tip
it's
inside
your
that
tip
box?
that's stuck in the. It's like literally. How am I supposed to? It's so recessed in there. I can't get it out. It's too deep.
I got a deep
Because
tip.
it's you guys are thinking you guys are sitting here thinking like sexual
Okay,
innuendos. I'm sitting here thinking like I'm in too deep and I'm trying.
Look at it from our perspective. Your hands are under the table and you're like fiddling like this. And
trying
you're
to
like,
get it out of this
beep,
box. So if
There you go.
just as context, I'm assembling a glass nectar collector, and okay, maybe this.
Yeah, he's putting my crack pipe together.
You ever try crack, kids? Do you want to try crack?
That's one I will not condone. I'll say good things about mushrooms.
Yeah.
Which are,
But-
by the way, legal in one of the cities in our country, in our town.
Yeah, they actually recently did it.
They've made it. It's for medical reasons.
Yeah.
That's what it's.
What?
I mean, if rappers can rap about it, I'm pretty sure we're fine talking about it.
Right.
See, that's
We
the
don't do it.
worst I've done. I've tried something.
Well, I've done mushrooms once, but
I've done it 3 times and it only worked well once.
yeah, it's
It
like,
made me throw up the other time.
it's supposedly safer than weed,
Yeah.
technically,
I mean,
because it's all natural. But that depends if you get it from someone who's doing it all natural.
Yeah.
So, I would say weed is still safer, but it's still among one of the safer drugs you can take.
Mogus.
I think overall it really depends. Just your responsibility with it too.
Yeah, you can't like overdo it. End up in a desert having a manifestation about what movie you should write next. There's been a few people who done that.
That reminds me of the fact that at my old job, there'd be mornings that the old assistant would come in and just do a line of coke and they'll walk in.
Did you guys see Amber Heard bumping a line of coke on
Yeah.
in the
I see that
courtroom?
this morning.
Did you not see that?
Wait, is that what? Oh, is that
She
what
had
the
a
bottle
tissue.
was?
No. Oh, maybe it was what the bottle was, but there's just a video floating around of Amber Heard like going and putting a piece of
She
toilet
was
like up to her
wiping her
nose for no
Really?
reason. Like there's no
I don't think I've seen that
like
yet.
she doesn't like wipe a tear off her eye or like like wipe something out. Like she just like does
sets
this.
it
You can
here
kind of
and
see her
then-
nose scrunch up.
I think that was with the bottle. Yeah, she put the bottle. There was something in her hand with the bottle. I think
Maybe there might have been
I
a
didn't
bottle.
see
because
or
I was like,
something.
why would she be hiding a water bottle? That makes no sense.
No, yeah, but
I was like, was there
she-
vodka in it? I was
Well,
like,
she does this. Like she kind of like bumps it into her nose and then
I
like
don't
the
like this,
the,
though.
the napkin, not the
and then she like wipes her nose.
yeah,
too,
she like
after,
wipe like dog. Did you just? You're lucky you're not getting a nosebleed or some shit. You got some fucking strong nostrils right there, not to let that
oh,
happen.
yeah,
But
yeah, it was like a tissue she put on, like a hanky.
yeah, exactly.
Thank you, TMZ.
thank you TMZ for
They
being on.
always have
Appreciate
leaks.
ya.
TMZ literally has everything. Like the second it happens, like
They're on it. There's a reason why they've been around and they're still around.
Do you have it up?
Yeah.
so while you're watching that video, I also need you to look at. So this is how you make the nectar collector. You take
It
the-
didn't even look like she blew out of her nose. They're like, if she was getting
Yeah,
rid of
yeah.
boogers.
Put that there. You put the okay. It's ready. Here you go. So the way that a dab works, where's your dabs at?
Give me the glass container. I got a plastic thing over here. I can't.
No, I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm not doing it though. The way that hand me the
Yeah, you
lighter.
heat up the needle and then you put
it's
it on
right
the.
Yeah, you heat the needle up
Yeah.
so it's glowing red hot,
Yeah.
and then you let it cool off a little bit. So right as it stops
Yeah.
being red hot,
And then I put it like flat and then I get the sides of it.
you touch what you want to hit.
Yeah, with the sides.
No, yeah, with this in general.
Yeah.
So like if you want it to be whatever size, you hit what you want with it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right.
Grabs beef stick menacingly.
Well, you wanted this? You just... So I just tried to get my dog a beef stick, and he missed it and munched the air like 7 times.
That's how you do it, you know.
What are you looking
at? You gotta make it look like you didn't mess up.
It's a tasty beef air.
Hey, read what that says right there.
Now we're reading another beef stick. What does
This
this
one's
beef
a
stick
shout
say?
out. Just
Here,
Zach.
read the beef stick.
Why is this allowed? What? No, there's no way. Okay, so somebody who also lives in this house came in through the front door, handed Phoenix a beef stick. It is a teriyaki flavored, Long John branded.
Long John? You don't say.
Long John snacks. Man, no wonder the Long John Silvers is still open. They're selling.
They're
beef.
living. It is a
This is
front. It's a
fish.
front for their.
No, this is fish. I don't. Hang on. Let me check the
Is there
ingredients because if it says there's fish in there, you can't eat this. It's not.
The whole conspiracy.
You got pork. You got
It's
your
the whole
beef.
conspiracy.
I don't think not more than 2% silicon dioxide. It's funny because that's above teriyaki sauce, which means that there's only 1% of this that is teriyaki. That's
The teriyaki beef stick.
it's stuffed in a colored beef collagen casing. That makes you want to eat it.
I don't eat it. It's for the dog.
Collagen casing.
That's why she gave it.
She
to
just
me.
had no. She doesn't need that right now. No, come on.
Who's she?
She? The dog's not a she? Oh, it's a he. Oh.
No, I could tell you from firsthand that
No,
it's not a she.
trust me, he's
I
not
don't-
gonna leave me alone.
I do not. I don't. I like the story where we started all of this at. We are cat people, except for Phoenix, because Phoenix hates female cats specifically.
It's mine. It's mine.
This is gonna be loud on the.
I can edit it. That's the nice thing.
Oh,
Yes. I can go through the audio levels and.
you hear that, future Phoenix? You're not gonna. You're the only one that's gonna hear this.
No, I mean
Hope it's
future viewers.
torture.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. What were we talking about?
We were talking about how we are cat people. Like we like cats.
Oh yeah, fuck cats.
He was the one
You don't like female cats. See,
I like cats. It's just when they're not fixed and they're in heat, I fucking hate them.
They're annoying as all hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta like.
And it was just so happens the 2 female cats I dealt with were both apparently fixed but not fixed.
So, have you ever dealt with a actually not fixed?
Yeah, that would
female
be
cat?
Ivory that I was talking about.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
my friend Saint has a cat that is not fixed, and I think that she's the devil, dude. I hate. She knows I hate this cat. I talk about it all the time. Anytime she brings her cat up, I'm like, I fucking hate your cat, and I've never hated a cat before, mind you. This is the only cat I've ever actually hated, and it's because every time it doesn't matter what I'm doing, the cat just wants to be mad at me. I'll be sitting there like chilling with them, and the cat will come up and act like they
Oh,
want
shit.
to be pet.
I'll be right back.
Is the food here?
Yes.
Ooh, man, isn't Phoenix just a big poopy head?
The worst.
Is it just the biggest poopy head? Where's the food?
I think I read the message wrong.
Why?
I've arrived
You probably
To the
clicked
store?
3
it.
minutes ago.
Arrived to.
What did you? They usually send a photo to you if they.
I'm awaiting. Oh, he's awaiting my order. I thought I was awaiting his order.
Phoenix. I don't even know how to like comprehend that. Did you think you were did you accidentally think you turned on your DoorDash?
No, I thought he was outside waiting for him, and I just ignored his text for like the past 10 minutes.
No.
And then no, he's at
He's
White
picking
Castle.
it up. He's grabbing
picking it up. Yes, I thought.
Why would? Well, you also probably have leave it at the door selected, right? So why would he wait for you?
I don't think so. I think it's set to my work instructions, which is I'm in the back of the parking lot by the blue porter.
No, it shouldn't.
That'd be hilarious.
You should text him and say, "Hey,
I'm
like
not in the back.
I'm not in a car lot.
I'm
It's a
not.
house.
That sounds like you are trying to like in the area we're in. It's not
It's
like it's
shady,
not
it's a
like the
little
nicest
shady.
area, but it's not like really deep in bad territory. But like that is
Far
the
enough to
as a
tell
DoorDash
someone.
driver, if I pick it up and I see that's the instructions, I'll go to the address, I'll drop it off, and I'll
I'm
take a
not going to
photo
the
of it
back.
as if like, you know, okay, I delivered your order so I can still get my tip, but like I'm not going to no motherfucking like if it's an abandoned school, I'm going to the front door, setting it down, taking a photo of it, and then leaving. I'm dipping. We're out of there.
Okay, cool. It didn't keep my instructions from when I'm at work.
Okay, good. So this guy doesn't think you're
We're
trying to
trying to-
fucking murder him.
No,
Yeah, really.
he's
Good.
cool.
He's
Now
cool.
you
Yeah,
know
Oh,
it's
he's
coming.
he's at White Castles right now.
it's like the Cat in the Hat image where he's sitting there behind him with a baseball
Yeah,
bat.
Yeah,
You don't know, now you know.
but yeah,
Just want to say that movie is great while high.
I've never sat down and watched Cat in the Hat while high.
It's
so
amazing.
I was supposed to watch Cat in a Hat when I was like really young with my aunt Katrina, and then we got there and a Karen was coming out. Like, you're saying cuss words in that movie.
Oh, were they? Did they? Oh
I
yeah,
think
because
they
he
said,
almost screams. He almost screams bitch, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, that doesn't actually happen.
Yeah. So what happened was my aunt's like, "Oh, we're not going to go see this movie." I'm like, "What?" Like I was doing a whole like we were at Kroger's and I was like, "We're gonna do charades. I'm 10." And like I don't know how old I was actually, but like I was like, "What are we gonna go see?" And I started walking like a cat, and I got up and I started doing this.
Just taking your hat off.
Yeah, like hello my baby, hello
"Oh,
my
my
baby."
baby." That's fucking hilarious.
Mike Myers got away with a lot in that movie.
Mike Myers is the most chaotic chaotic good, whatever that is on the scale of things. Like, is it chaotic good? It's good, neutral, bad, right? Or how
Yeah,
does it
it's
scale?
chaotic.
I'm chaotic evil
lawful,
usually on D&D, bro.
It's
Don't ask
yeah,
me.
yeah, it's lawful good.
Lawful good.
neutral.
I can't remember. what
True
they are.
neutral. Or yeah, so lawful good.
He's chaotic good.
But yeah,
he's
yeah, we
he's
get
chaotic
you.
good.
Yeah.
And like that entire fucking movie was just a trip. Like as a kid, now like watching as a kid, it makes sense. Like it's like, oh, it's Cat in the Hat. He's having so much fun. But now watching it as an adult, looking at like just some of the clips, it's like that is very clearly a man in a furry costume. And his name is the same name as a killer from another movie, and also played Austin Powers. So it's like sitting there thinking, what is happening with all of this?
And he's British.
And he's British.
That like crosses out my 4 kinks right there. That movie was just made for me.
It's furries, British people, also a murderer, and I don't know what the fourth one. What was it? Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. It was
That's
Austin Powers.
I'm glad that can be categorized as a kink, but
Speaking of Austin Powers, they're coming out with a new movie.
of course they are. If Mike Myers is not in it, I'm not watching it.
No, I'm pretty sure he's in it.
You're trying to drip. Oh, is it that? You can just.
Oh.
Oh no, because it's in plastic. You gotta like.
Yeah, that's why I got.
That's not a good idea.
It's not hot.
I know, but it's gonna stick to it.
Shit,
Do you not have a scoop?
No, I don't have a scoop.
Jesus,
brought
you.
mine.
They didn't give me a scoop.
You gotta buy one. They're little pens. They're like, like the darts, the dart
they've got like a
bodies of them
sharp
without the
part on one end.
fins.
There's a scoop that comes in my grinder.
Well, hand me the grinder and I'll get the scoop out. Where's
It's
that?
not in the grinder. I took it out.
You are just a gem, aren't
Setting
you?
himself up for failure.
Look at that
I'm
smile.
a pothead. What are you guys talking about?
I'm the
Cool.
same
Okay,
way
all right,
with
if
that.
that's
I'm a
what we're
millennial who's
calling it.
depressed. I was set up for failure to begin with. Actually, that's a lie. I actually met a really nice lady like 3 days ago on an app that I was on for 2 days, and she literally just downloaded the day.
You're just like, it was
Yay.
match made in heaven.
That
There
was
you
match
go.
ma-
Match made in heaven.
So this is okay. I wasn't gonna talk about this, but
I don't know if we should, since this is we might want to skip that topic just because it's gonna be recorded if she hears it. You
I'm
know
good
what?
with that.
You're good with that.
I literally handed her my YouTube on accident, thinking I was like, "Shit, I'm live right now. My Twitch is linked to my YouTube. She can pop in here." But she doesn't watch like gaming videos and stuff like that. But she'll watch someone play games, and she won't play games herself because like hand-eye coordination. I'll get her to
I think
play
someone's on the
Minecraft.
porch.
Yeah,
I
Mike.
think the food's here.
No, he's not here.
Oh,
I got
I
the
heard-
map
I
pulled
heard
up this
something on
time,
the
so I
board.
know.
Okay.
He is at White Castle's waiting to pick up your order still. His name is David. Thank you. Shout out to David.
Shout out to David.
There's a lot of Davids out there. So
Getting
we're not
White-
really
Getting White Castle,
right. And So I had this app for like literally a day at one point. I was talking to this Hispanic girl who only wanted to speak Spanish. So I was going back and forth with Google Translate, being a savant. But I was like, listen, just let you know, I'm using Google Translate, but you know English, you just don't want to talk to me in English. I'm cool with that.
She just wanted that's playing hard to get, but
That was
that's like a
playing really
smart
hard to
that's a
get.
smart way. Like, I don't know if that's actually what she was doing, and it's fine if that's not the case, but like, if you're playing hard to get, just forcing someone to speak a language they don't know, but you're still engaging in meaningful conversation, you just refuse to speak the native language. That is a new level of like imagine you are like dating somebody that does not speak English, right? And you just start having an argument, and then out of nowhere they just start yelling at you. Like, you're still having this yelling match of an argument, but they just start yelling at you in like Islamic or German or Russian,
especially
or just
German.
Just something that is not English, but also is like can sound very aggressive to somebody who only has heard English words.
See, I've had that happen before. So kind of on the topic when he was talking about the people dating, the dating apps. So I was trying to, figure out what it was that I wanted and stuff. So I had ended up hooking up with this couple for a while, and they were both Muslim. And they lived with the husband's mom, who lived in the basement, and they didn't get along at all. Like, he had her living there just because this is my mom, I want to take care of her, but she was, I guess, really nasty to his wife and stuff, and she's done, I guess, a lot of bad stuff. But so we would go down to the basement, and he was introducing me to their kid and everything. And then all of a sudden, him and his mom start going back and forth in Arabic, just screaming at each other. And I'm like, oh my God.
What is happening? What are the words being
like
said?
My first time being there too, and that was back when my anxiety was the worst.
And it's not that you really can't understand them. It's that they're mad at each other because of the way they're talking.
Right.
That's honestly
tone is a big thing, especially with animals.
Oh yeah.
So. I just can't get over the fact of like thinking of like going in public and two people that don't speak English, and primarily our area speaks primarily English in regards to like that type of
Spanish and a little Arabic, but that's about it.
Yeah,
even
like they're
with English, if somebody's out there yelling and being aggressive at nothing, I'm also gonna be like, okay.
No, just imagine being that couple that just goes in public and just talks normally, but in a different language, but you're both yelling it, like just sitting there, just like speaking Spanish, and you're just like talking about how your weather and how the day is going, but you're like yelling in manners that would make everyone think that you're screaming at each other. I
would have so much fun with that shit.
That would be so. That would be rude. Like
that'd make a great YouTube video. That's what that would make.
Just going in public with my wife, we're just arguing
in funny.
In Spanish.
No one knows Spanish in that area.
And then the people that do know Spanish are just like, "What are they doing? Are they like?" And then that's
what makes it even funnier.
Peak troll. Like, that is harmless trolling, in my opinion.
Yeah,
if you ask me.
You can't be like, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank.
It's like, what? We're doing it because it's, I feel like that's like it's harmless trolling. Like,
all right, let's go take a walk into the Japanese forest, huh?
I was gonna say, it's funny because that's kind of how me and my boyfriend talk to each other to begin with, is like jokingly aggressive. So just normal conversation, that is how we talk to each other. And he does know a little bit of Japanese, so if we just learn a language together, we can kind of pull that shit off.
You gotta do it and then record it and then
I think he would have
make a series out of it.
Right.
Going to a library, yelling Japanese at each other.
A library is a little different.
No, like
the rules, I guess.
I get. Go to a bookstore then and start yelling. Like, be in the manga. Manga. Is it manga or manga? I'm saying it incorrectly.
Honestly,
the section. I don't
discriminate on what people. As long as you're a fan of it, I don't give a shit how you say it, bro.
I already kind of told you guys on the way here. Like, there was.
Yeah, I heard you say manga. I was like, that's weird, but I don't care.
So it's manga then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm illiterate.
It's like GIF or GIF, and it's like GIF is like almost peanut butter brand, bro. I hate to tell you.
All I'm saying is,
say GIF, I don't think of a picture. I think of peanut butter, even though it's not GIF. The Mandela effect is on peanut butter.
So I got two statements, because one of them I'm gonna say first, and it's unrelated. Do you guys remember when people tried printing off YouTube videos on a piece of paper?
Oh yeah.
Remember those days?
Yeah.
Early days of the internet, when you had to press print page, and old people would try to print off a video thinking that's how that worked. Just wanted to make that statement. And then two, it's gift with a T, right? You wrap a gift.
Yeah.
If you get rid of that T, it doesn't just the G doesn't magically turn into a J. It's
okay. Well, we can talk about Arkansas and Arkansas.
That's
you know
how
what
I
I mean?
pronounce it all the time. Is
So-
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Listen, why is
America
there
explain. I love that video. She's so amazing.
Kansas but not why is it Arkansas? It's the same spelling, but it makes no sense.
We have another one that's pronounced a little differently, and I always pronounce it weird too. I forget though. I don't have.
New Orleans.
No, it's
New
not that
Orleans.
one.
But
From Boston.
I'm from Boston. But yeah, I started talking to that girl, and I was like,
We're still talking about girl. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot that.
I'm so sorry.
No, you guys are good. I
I'm
like
so
the like
sorry.
in between segue.
You
Don't
got
worry,
us
I got a good
high.
memory, and that's what makes us what we are. But I was like, man, this is cool. At least I'm talking to someone. I'm having conversation. Because some recent shit happened, and then the next day goes by. Day 2 of having the app, I run out of my. So it doesn't use likes and it doesn't use like dislikes. It gives you a total of 30 people the first day, and like there's levels, and every time you unlock a new level, you get more people you can view. Well, the second day, I go through my 30 people. I'm like, okay, and it's like, Kay liked you. I'm not gonna say the full name. Kay liked you, and I was like, okay, cool. And I clicked on it, and I was like, who's Kay? And this app actually shows you the entire profile of the person you liked instead of saying, hey, guess who it is, motherfucker. Like, it was amazing. So I clicked on it. I was like, oh, she's pretty cool. And I was like, well, I ran out of likes technically. Can I accept this? And I accepted it, and I was like, dope. And we started talking there. And another cool thing about this app, it's called Boo. It has like a Reddit kind of thread. If you like photography, you can go to photography. People post their own stuff, and like you can interact that way for dating. And it's like really cool. Other apps don't have that kind of shit, and they need to step it up. But Tinder's meant for fucking anyway, so no one gives a shit. So
I use it for friends, though. Come on.
dude,
That's
oh
how
yeah,
you-
that's right.
Can
They
you
added
make
that.
friends
They
on
added
that?
that friend feature recently. Like
No,
a
they
few
did.
years
Is there a
ago.
friend feature? No, I'm making a joke because like anytime
There
I go,
was a
anytime I go
party
through
feature
Tinder,
on
anytime I go on
something. I
Tinder,
don't remember.
like
I think it was Bumble. It was Bumble.
I think it's Bumble. Yeah,
Bumble has the
Bumble
friend
has a friend
feature.
feature. So does I think Facebook Dating has a friend feature or something like. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
wrong on that, but
I'm
yeah,
pretty
no,
sure.
it's like I'll go on Tinder and like the name of it is implying like that spark of flame that you have when you have a one night like that like that's the like.
Yeah.
And then I'll go on there and like everybody's like just trying to make friends. I already got somebody, and then where it's like it's either people trying to make friends or in my case for whatever reason it's unicorn hunters. For whatever reason, I wonder why, but
Zach, are you secretly a unicorn?
no, I'm just polyamorous, but apparently that equates to being a unicorn and trying to be hunted.
It's because you're unique, man. You're one of a kind. You're a unicorn.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
King's rise.
Man, I cannot wait for the arc to happen so I can just not exist anymore.
I'm not sure your guys' experience because I can't speak from the male experience, but like being on a dating app as a woman is the weirdest thing because people just randomly, here's a dick pic.
I've gotten a dick pic
Yeah, it's
on Facebook. This guy added me,
Oh no.
and he sent me a dick. I was like, bro. I was like, good for you,
like
but
great
like,
job with that's the night. If
It
you
looks
want-
like a chicken that's dead on the
Are
street.
you
but-
good?
I've seen some
Did you
grotesque
yank that too
ones.
hard sending that?
And
What's going on?
I made a Facebook post, and I was like, Reeseless, okay, I got a dick pic recently, woman. I was like, so this is what the fuck you deal with? I was like, this is horrible. I was like,
I remember that post.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
Yeah, I commented on it. Like, yeah,
it
that's
was
funny. That's not funny because it shouldn't happen.
It
But at the same
shouldn't.
time, like that's what it's like. Except think about it, like it's the once in a lifetime story for you. For say like Dallas, that's like a Saturday afternoon.
exactly.
Like,
And I was like, I am a straight white male, and I'm offended. No, I'm kidding.
offended.
But like, I was like, listen, bro. I was like, I understand it, but like, can you ask first? And he's like, well, do that. I'm like, so this is what women deal with. I was like, this is bullshit. And I never sent a dick pic to like a girl I wasn't dating. I did it once. I don't like it. It looks weird. I was just like, taking a dick pic isn't easy, dude. Like,
yeah, it is.
it's not easy.
You gotta get that. You just gotta get a good angle. We're not gonna talk about this on here. I don't know what the rating for this is, but
What makes me laugh about it is the fact that you have to get a good angle, which implies you probably have to take multiple really bad ones to find that angle. So you've got all these
Yeah.
monstrosities for
Oh, no.
one good
But
one.
I'm pretty
which is
sure
my
a lot of
selfie
dudes that
game.
send dick pics
They don't care. They think
don't
like,
care.
oh, I got this. This is what I'm putting on. This is what I'm offering. This is what I'm bringing to the relationship. The conversation is.
It's like, I'm gonna show you no effort.
It's gonna
Can
be
you
like,
give me no effort?
It's like, I'm gonna put in a box. Here's the box. Close it up. Here you go. Open this up. Boom. It's my dick. That's the gift. You know, you gotta now. Please, you owe me sexual favor. No,
right.
That's not how that works.
Some men are so fucking entitled.
That's how. Yeah.
But I was
One
talking.
just quickly say not all. We're not saying all. Some.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we're saying. So I'm a guy. I'd
know,
be
I
literally
just wanna
throwing
make sure
myself
we
under the
don't
bus.
As we have as a male, y'all need therapy. You guys, like, you know, and that's society did this to you, and we are, you know, you just
because we live in a society.
If you just, as long as you learn from it and you move on and you go to therapy and just talk about your problems and let the tears fly about what happens in your life, and you will be a lot more at peace with yourself. Just admit some of the things you've done is all I'm like. Go see a therapist at least once, you know.
Just general advice. Take
just once
responsibility for your past self.
So yeah, we started talking and we really hit it off, right?
Yeah, this guy that sent you a dick pic, right?
No.
Oh, that's what we were just talking about. Oh,
so
no, you see, you can't transition like that.
Yeah, I probably should have.
You
Yeah,
made
so
it seem like continue.
He was a real nice man. He just didn't have.
He just
didn't.
He had the spirit. He
had something.
He didn't want to go that.
But
yeah,
I'm just glad I can make a guy think, hey, he's cute. I'm gonna send him a dick pic.
See, that's a compliment.
For me, I mean, it's still fucking wrong though.
Well, the way that he went about doing it was incorrect. But
yeah,
as a guy, getting a compliment from another guy, like, that takes into, and there is a lot of, like, we have a lot of LGBT plus representation in our area, so like it's a little bit more common, and you can't really tell if maybe they are or aren't. But like at the same time, it's like, I think like depending on how they do it, because I've gotten where it was like, hey, I just want to say, like, you know, I just want to say that you were attractive. Like, as like, I have gotten that a couple of times where somebody
like, your eyes are yelling at me.
It's like, I'm not trying to hit on you, but I just want to say you are attractive. Like, that happens very rarely, but the other 90% of the time, it's them sending you a meme that pushes it a little bit too far. And I'm not going to name anyone, but I got a meme sent the other day after already talking to this person about, like, I just want to be friends. I'm not trying to do nothing with you. And I get that you simp on my posts, but like at the same time, I just want to be friends. And they're like, okay, that's fine. And then 2 days later, they're like, what are you going to do in this situation? And it's like it's Sonic and Knuckles, like, spooning. And then Sonic wakes up like, I don't feel good. And then like Knuckles like, it's okay, I got you. And then like gives him head. And then they go back to cuddling. It's like, first off, where did you find this meme? Because I need to understand what cryptid you are.
DeviantArt.
Second off, I literally just told you I just want to be friends. This is a situation that you will never be in. I'm sorry, but like, I don't know what you expect from me. I was like I literally replied LOL, and then I haven't talked to him since, because it's like, what do you...
You should have found out if he's trying to be Sonic or Knuckles, though.
That's the thing, is I'm pretty certain this person wanted to be Knuckles. Because I'm 99% certain that this person, because he had like offered things in the past, and it's like, I understand that we were always told go for what you want and don't take no as an answer, which is very problematic, as you can tell. But like,
in a lot of
I'm not the one for you, my guy.
Boundaries.
Roads closed, pizza boy. Find another way home. Like,
speaking of food is on the way.
Woo.
Finally.
Oh my god.
I know, right? And then
I can smell the depressed teenager tears on the way here.
David is a hero.
Hey, peace out.
Pour one out for David.
Day one went amazing. Talking to this girl, not the guy who sent me a dick pic.
Okay, thanks for clarifying. I almost got confused there, you know.
Okay, and it went really well. I was like, okay, cool. And then next day comes around, it goes really well. We haven't disagreed on a single fucking thing yet. She sends me her snap. Another day goes by talking on that. We agreed on everything again. No disagreement anywhere. And then she gives me her phone number. Whole day goes by. No disagreement still. We still agree with everything. And I suck at texting. She sucks at texting people. We both suck at phone calling each other. Like, I'm an in-person type of guy, and online dating has killed it for us, for guys like me. We're like I like to strip on, a dance on a freaking stop sign. I've done that before at a graduation party.
Oh, because nothing screams talk to me like stripping on a stop sign. Yes, I get it.
It yells stop, homie.
Yeah,
I have subtitles where I dance.
This technology's really making it difficult.
But I mean, like joking around with friends,
Yeah,
like,
I get. I'm just pointing, like, yeah.
I am a very sociable person, but when it comes to texting and calling, I suck at it, and that's why I fall out of like relationships with people I haven't talked to in fucking years. Like me and her, we were talking about a mutual friend. I was like, "Oh, how is he doing?" And she's like, "Oh, he's doing great." I'm like, "That's great to hear." Like, I literally don't talk to fucking people, and I'm glad he's doing good because, I was one of the first people he actually came out to.
GSA.
And it was during class, and at first he's like, "I'm bi," and I'm like,
okay.
So it kind of scared me. I thought he was talking to me, and he's like, "No, I just wanted to let you know you're a great friend." I was
That's what he told me.
Thank you, man.
The first day that we met, he was like, "Oh, I'm gay," and I thought he was joking because it was like the first thing he said to me, and I was like, "Okay." And then he said it like a week later, and I was like, "Wait, okay, is that how you just?"
Well, I known him for like the whole year before that. It was freshman year, and he felt really comfortable. He passed me a note saying he was bi, and I'm like, "You don't like the male thing. You don't like me first, right?" No. Okay, cool, man. I don't care. I mean, you can hit on me as long as I know you're like not actually serious. If you're serious, let me know, and we can.
It's not a problem, but it's like, hey,
yeah,
we gotta,
it's like I like being hit on by guys. Like fuck, but
like you gotta lay the boundary down.
Yeah, you gotta be like, listen, it's cool. Like you can do this. Just don't grab my ass. Whatever.
To explain to you how like. Not out of it, but like how innocent I was in high school. I know who you're talking about. He came up to me one day and like we were just hanging out and talking. And then he kind of was just like, by the way, people are like told me about you and it's okay. I know. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, and he looks at me and he's just like, people like are going around saying that like to talk to you because you're gay. I'm like, that sounds about right. I mean, like majority of the people here bully me anyway. So like, that's right. Like, okay, I'm not surprised by that. Okay, whatever. And he's like, "Are you?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know."
I love that he like came to you as like a support.
Yeah, he's a great fucking guy.
It was either that, or it was either he did that, or like I tried. Like I was like, "Hi, my name's Zach," and he's like, "Yeah, I know who you are." And like that was the way that spiraled. I can't remember exactly, but I think it was one of the two. And either way, it's like that. Yeah, that makes sense.
I met him in algebra, and then. I think that weekend, me and my girlfriend at the time had gone to go see the play that he was in, and kind of ever since then we would hang out all the time. He'd come to my house, we'd get Pizza Hut and just hang out. It sucks we don't hang out like we used to.
Right. I hung out with him like after school. It wasn't really like go to his house, come to my house. I didn't do that with like jack shit anybody.
I was gonna say I didn't hang out with anybody. I went home. I was in my basement for the rest of the.
Lived with me.
It'll get edited out.
Yeah, sorry. But he lived with me for a little while, so we were really close. But
you know what? I have a story about him. I'm sorry. Obviously the name has been edited out, so we don't know who this is. So my mechanic used to work at AutoZone.
Yeah.
And apparently that they work at an AutoZone before. And Brennan was going to an AutoZone, walked in and saw him there, and like
Can you hear that?
Yeah, you can hear it, but it's fine.
Fine.
But like walking up to walked up, went to the counter, and then Brennan looked at him. Mind you, Brennan also went to our school. Looked at him and said, "Man, you look kind of familiar." And his first response to him in an AutoZone, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm pretty well known within the street racing community." Is like the first words that he said. And Brennan looks at him and he's like, looks around and is like, "Yeah, I bet you are, aren't you?" Because he works at a fucking AutoZone. Like,
God damn, I took my first dab.
Just now?
Just now.
Are you good?
I'm good.
All right, so we
I'm
know
glad
if he
to hear
slouches
that.
over in 3 seconds, we know we gotta. Okay, I gotta tell you about not the first time I ever hit a bong, but the second time I ever hit a
You
bong.
gonna finish the first story?
No, that was the story. Is he went in and saw him.
Oh, okay.
And he was street racing.
That was his first words that he heard out of his mouth.
Oh.
I love,
yeah.
just on that topic,
My
I just
bad.
love him. I just want to say that.
He's just like, yeah, of course you are.
Real quick before you start that. So me and this girl, we got a date next Friday on Friday the 13th.
I'm so sorry, Phoenix. We can't stay.
Oh, is this why you're saying Michael? Like, this is where the Michael Myers story has derived to?
I don't even know. I'm so fucking high. It's somewhere. we're on like a timeline of multi-universe theory. I can't even get into that right now. But
What do you mean BioShock wasn't canon? I remember that day.
hold on. Let me get to the story. Let me finish. I got like 5 more words, maybe. I don't know. I can't count. So
Okay,
like,
Friday the 13th, you got a date with this person.
yeah, and she's like, "You're too perfect. You have to be an axe murderer." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." I was like, "If anything, you're too perfect. You're the one who planned the date on Friday the 13th and coming to my house." I was like, "You're the axe murderer."
You're the expert. Okay, so we know if we don't hear from you on Saturday the 14th.
Go through my phone.
Go through your phone. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, we won't be able to go through your phone. Just Twitch
We'll just
stream.
know.
Just have a Twitch stream going on and like tell her upon entering like, "Hey, I have a Twitch stream happening right now." Just so like if I do get murdered, you can
But I'll get banned on Twitch if other things happen.
That's why you have a button to click. Like you have an auto turn off
Yeah,
button.
but he turned that off. Now prime murdering time. Like,
Listen. Then you can sell it online. You see, that's the
there you
thing.
go. And if you have a good
fucking
Twitch
snuff film.
following,
A snuff film. Hey man.
Hey guys, I'm making a snuff film on Friday the 13th.
Hey guys, Snuff 49
This
here.
is a joke, by the way. Snuff is horrible.
Snuff 49 here with today's episode of meeting a random stranger off a dating app. Today I got stabbed in the leg.
But no, she's amazing. Go ahead, my
that's
bad.
good. I just really on that. I'm glad
Yeah.
glad that you got that.
I'm
I got
proud of
fucked
you.
over by someone for so long.
Dude, it's okay. But
My relationship background isn't very good. That's for
bro,
another day.
you
I'll
got
talk about that another
You're like,
day.
man, my work resume pristine, looks just dedicated, top tier. Anybody hired me. My dating history,
We don't talk about that.
we don't put that on our
At
resume.
least it's not my fault
There's a reason.
on anything.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it wasn't really see that's the thing. The dating resume is actually small. The rejection
The dating resume.
the rejection resume.
Dude, I've gotten to
The
a point.
boyfriend application.
There are people out there that's like, yeah, I can count how many people I've dated, or I know every single person I've dated. I know every single person I've done everything with. And I'm just like, I can't remember majority of high school.
Yeah.
And I think I
fair.
dated a lot of people
I dated
in high school.
nobody throughout high school.
I can think of a list of the people that hated me that I dated in high school. And that's because like I did not after like 2 weeks, I would be like, this is not what I expected, or there'd be too many expectations. But as that age, I don't know what boundaries are. And it was
Yeah.
like,
from all the way from right before middle school till the end of high school. I dated a girl right after high school, but before middle school, I dated her sister
Did you?
for like 2 weeks.
dun dun dun.
Your
This is why
older
we're all
sister.
here. Wait,
So
then
she-
why
so
am
she was
I
friends
here?
with-
Hold
she
up,
was
you
friends
date
with him and
Phoenix.
his sister, right?
Phoenix. Do I gotta kick your butt?
Hold on,
Is the baby's
You
dead?
get the
Maybe.
joke.
no,
Oh.
by Fort Street.
Okay.
Which is a car manufacturer.
Fort Street's also a main road in Michigan.
It's 2 roads, depending on if you use a D or a T.
Yeah, and I hate that I'm at the intersection of both.
Oh no! So like,
So when my boyfriend's talking about it, I'm like, which letter? And he's
Which
like,
le-
T. And I'm like, don't yell at me. I'm an idiot.
it's messed up too because it's like D and T. Like if you
Yeah,
hear
right,
it over
you
the
have to be
phone, it's like
clear.
2. No, D is in Delta. T is in like yeah.
T's and tangerine.
Tangerine.
Did you say tangerine?
Tangerine.
But yeah, what was I saying?
You're talking about a date. No, I was trying to. You said infinite universe theory, and I made a joke because I remember one day it was like I think high school. I had Dallas come over and I showed them BioShock Infinite, but like I played like 30 minutes of it, and I was so excited to tell them the entire plot line of it that after 30 minutes, I was like, you know what? Do you even care? And they're just like, I mean, yeah, but not really. I was like, I'm just gonna tell you everything, and then like word vomed like 5 main things that may happen in the plot of a game with 100 plot things, and then how those 5 things tied together. And they just looked at me like,
You want me to get into my infinite universe theory I was talking about?
I don't know,
You got
Booker.
something else?
Oh no, all I was gonna say on that is I just really love when people like get into their fixations and just
I'm still
Hey, sorry.
go all
I noticed
out,
I cut
like-
you off for a second there, and I was like, no, you go ahead and talk.
that's all I was gonna say is it just brings me joy when people are like, let me talk about this thing that brings me excitement. I'm like, oh yes, tell
Yeah,
me
I hate
everything.
when people put like, oh my, this new game's coming out. That game's gonna suck. It's like, bro, you just like that was the
Tell
dude's
me all
whole
about
world
it.
right there.
So-
Right.
And funny I agree. Like, don't rip on people's loves. Like, if they love it, unless obviously it's morally against things and life,
Right.
I have a
go
story
for
on
it.
That, but we can get
Yeah,
into that
go
later.
right for it. Like, if you love petting squirrels that majestically come up to you and you spend hours a day trying to get a squirrel to interact with you out in the wild, so you can give it a pet or two. Like,
Tell me everything about it.
like, yeah, tell me what are your techniques? How do you lure these squirrels
Have
to
you
get a
named
pet?
them?
Yeah, do you keep like a log of the ones that you've met and like the different fur
Foods do
codes?
you
Like,
use?
how
You know
many
what he uses?
generations have you been able to keep? Like, how many
You want to know
generations?
how you
of
get a squirrel to come with you? You just hold out these nuts.
These
yeah.
nuts. Got you.
Yeah. He's almost here, by the way.
What?
David.
Mark?
David?
David? Oh, I thought you said
David's
Mark.
almost here.
David's almost here. Are we gonna take a break when we get the food?
We
I
don't
gotta
have
use the
to.
restroom.
I mean, you can go to the bathroom. Yeah, sure. I mean,
Just takes the mic with me. No, I'm kidding.
it just takes the. I mean, the cord's probably long enough.
Split.
Right
What we
there.
can do is this will keep running. You can get me another water. You can go to the bathroom, and I can completely dox Phoenix while we're right here while you.
I'm gonna dox Phoenix. You're gonna tell everybody where Phoenix.
Phoenix
These nuts.
These Nenix. I got these Nenix, bro.
These Phoenix, bro. Dude, that could be like the name of a company, Phoenix.
Nenix? It probably is.
No, I bet you it's not.
Take it. If not,
Nenix.
Phoenix. That could be like a MLG fucking Call of Duty team.
Firebird
Phoenix. Fire. Well, yeah, that's what a fucking Phoenix
Burb.
is.
Not
Burb,
though.
Fireburb.
Yeah.
Just call it a
But I've been
furb.
using Dragos lately.
Dragos.
Dragos.
Dragos makes sense.
It's like I got a pretty sweet logo. That yeah. Actually,
You
see
do
me
the
come
you
in
do
your
the
stream.
you do the fucking ooh woo talks though. You do Dragos. You
Ooh
do
woo?
chicky nuggies. You do.
Daddy.
oh no.
No, not that. No, you fucking degenerate. No. Stop. No, there's
Ooh, come on.
I have a bunch of people that like are in my streams that do the ara stuff, and I never
Ah.
understood the appeal for like for me. It just is like, why are you doing that? Like, okay, but there are people that will literally like faint and like not faint, but like, oh my god, like do it again. It's so hot. Like just die over it. I'm sitting there like, are you okay? Like
What
who?
were we talking
Like the ara voice.
before that? What were we talking about before that?
Talking about these nuts.
And then before that?
He was talking about
Bioshock Infinite.
Bioshock. Yeah, before that you were talking
Okay,
about
so
my
I was-
older sister.
And then we were talking
Okay,
about.
okay, I was about to talk
See,
about.
we are
Nazi-
unlayering this onion, unlayering the onion of conversation, how we led to these different things.
Look at the top shelf. I'm gonna make you confused for a second. Okay, so multi-universe theory.
Why is there two? He's got two bald eagles. This is not, mind you,
He doesn't see it.
this is America. Two bald eagles.
You see it?
See,
Dallas, you have to see it.
a Budweiser. Do it for
What's
Dale.
to the right of the Budweiser thing?
I can't see it from here.
Oh.
I actually can't see it from here. Hold up.
Yeah, that black thing is in the way. Left to the right. bottom.
Why is there a glass piece or ceramic piece popping a titty? Are you a part of the titty cult?
This is my mom's house, bro. Okay, listen. This is
Bro, gotta
Why is
represent.
there
Yeah.
a titty
Gotta
hole?
represent.
There's a-
Sometimes in the morning when you're having your coffee, you just gotta pop a titty, you know?
bro. I don't even wear a shirt when I drink my coffee because I don't drink coffee. Anyways, multi-universe theory. So, you know the saying. Hold on, I have this. I was high as fuck and I wrote this down. This is what I was telling you. I was thinking about talking about on the show, and
There's
I
only,
wrote this
like,
down
2
while I was
universes.
semi-high, and I'm not even navigating through my phone correctly right now. Here it is. So I have it named "The Meaning of Life: A Theory from a Hippie." That's what I have titled this.
A
So
theory of a hippie.
so you know the saying, you relive your life over and over because of you're seeing your life flash before your eyes. Well, eventually during that flash, going through the flash to your eyes, you're gonna get to that point where you're about to go back. Hence the reason you're going back and forth so often, and life is a constant loop. Now, what if multi-universe theory was that exact same thing, where it's like every time you're going through another
You're
life.
just playing a
You're technically doing a very different thing every single time, which creates multiple universes.
just our life is just a repetitive playthrough of a visual novel.
Yeah,
Trying
exactly.
to get the good ending every single time,
exactly.
making one different decision because you just are that type of person that plays the same decision over and over and over again, but you change one thing to make it feel like maybe I'm a bit different this playthrough. Yeah, but you just continued. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I feel like my life choices, to be honest.
And like that.
I feel like you play. You know, Dallas, I'm sorry. I feel like you played Dramatical Murder when you were in middle school, high school, back when Homestuck and that was big and Tumblr. Oh, that call out just got So yeah, I bet you played every visual novel you can with those types of
To be honest,
antics.
so I have dyslexia, so reading just ain't part of it. That when I would
backwards.
I don't like reading. I can't do it. So like when I would play the Pokemon games, I would just kind of press the A button when people are talking. I can't process this. I don't want to bother
There's
processing.
no story. It's
I'm
good.
the
There's
same
no
way.
story to Pokemon anyways, but continue.
But the problem that became an issue because I had to like talk to somebody to figure out where to go to next, but I didn't read what he said, so I got stuck and didn't
It's
know
like
where to
getting
go.
Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, where do I get Flash? Talk to the fisherman on the
I
third
always went to
building
that
of the
fucking
left
cave
side
blind.
of the specific town that you went through 3 areas ago, and you got to talk to him to get Flash.
And you have to have like 20 Pokemon.
And you got to have a electric type. You can't have any other type,
has to be 30 electric types of the same Pokemon, all level 22.
and they all have to have the aggressive type
Nature.
nature. Yeah,
if they're not battle
You're
ready, I don't
fucked.
want them.
you're fucked.
Go breed me some Pokemon, kids, so I can
Oh
give
my
you Flash.
god. I think actually fun little leeway because you were talking about something. I think we trailed off from that.
We're trailing
Dyslexia,
off of
but
so
yeah.
many things.
We have
Basically, I
the
can't read visual
verbal
novels.
version of dyslexia where we cannot focus on the words, so we just swap.
We all have
topics.
ADHD. That's the
I-
problem.
Yeah. And
Okay,
high.
so you know how much Pokemon Diamond is worth right now? Like just the cartridge, the
No,
OG
how much?
cartridge. It's like worth more than what you would have paid for it originally.
Right.
Yeah.
And
That's how
I'm
stuff
fucking
usually
pissed.
works.
I'm fucking pissed because when we were in middle school, I had like every Pokemon. I played through the game, caught every single one of them to the point of where I was at it, where it was like you need to get the other game, you need to get prior games to be able to do every Pokemon in the
national.
Pokédex. Yeah. So, you know, I beat it. I was like, I'm done with this. I don't really have any point of playing it anymore. And I sold it to some kid. And it was the same guy that would go through the hallways in high school playing X gonna give it to you at the end of school thinking he was the coolest. You know who I'm
Does his
talking
name
about?
start with a D?
I think so. I don't know his name. You're not gonna. I think, but like, you know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I never. I
Yeah.
don't know his name either. I never talked to him.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just know
He
who
just
was.
always came up on his phone, his little Motorola, bumping his head, playing X gonna give it to you at the end of school every day, thinking he was the coolest shit in the world. I
Really
sold
calling
it to
people
him
out
for
on their
$5 and a lunchroom cookie.
things. The cookie, man. That's
In
important.
those
That
middle
was a
school.
$55 cookie.
That
man.
was a cookie of the ages. You could roll that shit back into cookie dough. Cookie.
Yeah.
That was.
I would use it
Okay.
as wrapping paper
It was.
and smoke it. I mean, rolling paper.
Dude, if we could smoke one of those cookies, that would be.
I want to get chocolate wasted, Daddy.
I want to get chocolate wasted. That's not a thing, son.
But with that, you know, you're going through all these different universes, and when you dream, your brain is asleep. It's not processing anything, so it's jumping around trying to find the right timeline, maybe, and you're getting bits and pieces of other universes. That's deja vu because something might happen. It doesn't exactly happen the way it happens.
Dude, no, my dreams don't be like that. My dreams don't have context in that regard. Like,
I remember I was in Mr. Adams' class and I was dreaming this, and it's a dream that stuck with me forever because it actually happened, like deja vu. But I was like, is it gonna happen? Fucking FBI just burst through the fucking window like SWAT and like arrest Mr. Adams.
you know what's funny that you say that? There have been, since we graduated high school, there have been 4 teachers that got fired due to
Yes.
sexual misconduct.
One of them actually has a job somewhere else, and I was actually really cool with this teacher too. And I don't really see it happening, but you know, you can never tell who's doing this stuff.
Dude, it was just like, what the hell is like our school? I'm not gonna name the school, but our school had a lot of
people know where I
weird.
went to school, so if they really wanted to dig, they could.
If
but
you want to discover it, figure it out. But
Yeah.
like the fact that like not only did that happen,
Oh,
we
no,
had
there it goes.
like, and I'm sure that this person has moved on and has, grown from their mistakes because we were all high schoolers and shit happens. We had the person that put mace in the ventilation systems.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
We've got the person,
That was an
Dallas is sitting
accident,
here.
though.
There was I don't believe that, but
I hope it. I hope.
I
story is
hope
true.
it was, but
Yeah.
I don't. They said it was pepper spray and it got stuck, but I don't believe that. Seeing how they're designed,
And they were in the
I think it was a
stairwell.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
It was
stairwell
the
was bad.
stairwell by A building, right next.
The lunchroom.
yeah.
Right next to the lunchroom.
Well,
And
I was
in the
in
class
B
right next
building,
to it.
so I was in B building. So I don't know how it could have even gotten that far out from A building to B building because that's a good distance.
It got in the ventilation
Yeah.
system.
But the ventilation
There's a
systems
ventilation,
can't work
right.
that well for pepper. Like that was mace. That was not pepper. That was not like I went to the dollar store, bought some pepper spray. Like that was like
Yeah.
some
like
good,
actual mace.
like actual
security
bear.
guard.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
good mace. So like that happened, and then there was a
A lot of
person
people
that
went home
lied
that
about
day.
having,
Syphilis.
being pregnant
Oh yeah,
and going
that
into
happened
that
with
entire
my
thing.
Really good friend. I was in Mr. Adams' class with them too.
Oh yeah, and the FBI busted in about this.
Yeah.
We
A
had
lot of
didn't we
shit
have a
happened.
dog? Didn't we had a drug raid that happened at our school
We
once.
had
A
the
few
thing
times.
With the,
A few times.
principals having the affair.
We had our principals
Oh, yeah, the
having an affair.
affair.
We had the principals
believe
having
that.
an affair.
I thought that was just like high schoolers trying to stir the
No,
pot. And
no,
everything.
that
No, it was
literally
real.
that was the two vice presidents.
Vice president.
Vice president,
Vice
yes.
presidents. I mean, vice presidents.
It was a
probably.
monarchy there
It
anyway.
was a monarchy. Yeah, so that
The
happened.
thing is, like, people were talking about that the day of, and they were
They were at a beach with each other.
well, this was before that. So people said that they got a video of them in one.
Oh
of
yeah, in
the
the gym, in the
classrooms.
locker room.
No,
It
yeah.
was in the
It was
workout room.
It was
Yeah.
in one of the rooms, and I was like,
The weightlifting
"This
room,
is
yeah.
just teenagers being teenagers."
And then,
Well,
sorry, no, go ahead.
I was
I
gonna
keep.
say,
And then,
later that week, we had our school shut down. I forget what they call it. Because somebody had come storming in the school. Later to find out that it was one of the vice principal's husbands, the one that was having the affair. And then later on, that same husband came to my work at the time and started going off, ranting about everything that was happening. So I got all the inside details about that. And then, like, that same week, they switched their Facebook profiles to them at the beach. But then, like, a month later, the vice principal and the vice principal, the two that were having the affairs with each other, came in with with their kids. And it was a completely awkward situation. You could tell all the kids were not comfortable, and they were like, 2 blocks away from the school. It was a weird situation.
Yeah.
it's just I just remember them going around and showing us photos of them together because they had a social media post of them
Yeah,
going
At
to
the beach.
Florida
Yeah.
at the beach.
Everybody in our school shared it. Everybody that was there,
And
everybody that knew him.
Didn't they have like
Oh
a
my
public announcement too where he was like, you cannot be on. No, he said like on the post, he told, because one of the students reposted it and said he was going to share it. And the principal said, you cannot friend me on Facebook. This is not allowed, blah, blah, blah. I don't even think it was Facebook. It was either Instagram or Facebook.
It was Facebook.
But basically saying like, you can't repost my stuff because I'm a principal. And then the next day, he specifically stated over the announcements, I believe, like you cannot be like you do not add your peers on social media. They are not your friends. They're your teachers, and you need to respect them as such and give them privacy. And
I want to make sure my teachers are doing good, man.
And that
That's why I
was
have them on Facebook.
that happened, and then we had our this was afterwards. One of the English teachers. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say her name, but she
Yeah,
got accused and fired due to doing stuff with students. And I will name drop this because his last name is so common that you'll never be able to find him, and he was only there for like 1 year. But Mr. Fox happened to the area for like machine shop and tech draw and stuff, and
I
he was a
remember-
shit show.
That was the year I didn't take the class because Matroka wasn't there.
Yeah,
I love Matroka.
Matroka
Best
took.
teacher ever.
Well,
man.
Matroka didn't do the last year either, but you also graduated halfway through that year, if I recall
Yeah.
correctly.
That
But
was
like,
bullshit also. But
yeah,
we can
yeah,
get into
because
that.
yeah, and Mr. Fox like came in like, I'm the replacement teacher, and we all thought he was a substitute. And he came in like after a bunch of substitutes came in and was like, I'm here to replace Mr. Matroka. And I understand I'll never be a Matroka because Matroka was like god tier
Yeah,
teacher.
he's amazing.
Yeah.
He was like amazing,
And he
right?
beat cancer.
He did beat. I haven't heard anything about him recently, and I need to.
So I talk to his wife every now and then.
Okay.
He's doing good.
Good. But so Mr. Fox comes in, and we had one of our friends, his name's Drake, and I'm not gonna say his last name, but he's
I
a
know who you're
cool.
talking about,
Like I've
yeah.
talked to him recently, and like in high school we had bad blood. We were not good friends. We hated each other, and he was kind of a dick. But we've talked it out recently. We're friends now, and we kind of understand each other a bit better. But like, there's one day where he got sent to the principal's office because he was reading a Tic Tac box.
Oh, I thought you were trying to pronounce TikTok. My bad.
No,
Yeah.
Tic Tac, like the Tic Tacs,
Yeah.
the little, he had like a minion one, and he was reading them inside of the container, and he sent him to the principal's office. There's another time where he thought he was talking back and sent him to the principal's office. There's another time where he literally got hit by the teacher with a ruler because he was sitting too close, and the teacher swung a ruler trying to point at the thing. He got smacked by this metal ruler.
Ow.
And he's like, that hurt. And he's like, shut up. And like kept going. Mr. Fox was a piece of crap. He was a gem in the world of you are a shit teacher. Like, he quit. We made him quit after a year.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not putting up with this crap. I'm done, and left. So that was good. That was a good feeling when we didn't have to deal with him.
One teacher.
And our crave case is here.
Okay.
With that being said,
We
I'm
have
gonna
one
go
more
use,
story, and
I
then
gotta-
we're gonna actually end it.
I
That's
gotta
okay.
I gotta go to the bathroom. But
Okay.
yeah.
Here, you want to take this? My,
Where's the bathroom?
it's right there. All right. So he already knows this, so he doesn't have to hear this story. But I had to stay in high school for like another half year for only electives, and they told me, no, you're gonna have classes next semester. I didn't have any classes. They kept me there for half an elective credit for a whole half a year, and they wouldn't let me do anything.
That's when we were in botany together.
Yeah.
Right? Me and
That was the only time I took botany.
yeah.
But I was the VP that year for the FFA. But yeah, that is all we have as far as I know. And the dog's looking at me because I'm moving the snacks.